Going down the ramp, we tried to overtake some traffic. He goes wide, we hit him, and then we actually get shoved in the back and almost spin around. Hello everyone, welcome to this third and final heat at Kartbaan Duiven. Now, as you saw in the intro, we're gonna have a little bit of trouble with traffic, and you can see in front of me there's a few cars already, so we're gonna have to overtake them before we can set some hot laps. It's gonna be quite a hectic session. A lot of people in front of me, a lot of people behind me, and that means we're gonna have to search for a space to get a clean lap, a clean hot lap, as we have already now overtaken the first two guys. So really quickly we have done that, and now we're looking to overtake the third guy into the down ramp, maybe into the hairpin. He makes a mistake though, spins the kart. I have to stand still and get hit in the back by someone. That was quite painful, but that happens sometimes. He makes a mistake, and I was just taking the corner normally, and I had to come to a complete stop to even let him drive through without having a big hit. But that meant that someone behind me didn't realize that I was stopped on track, and they hit me in the back. But we're still not through to the guy in front. He is getting the blue lamps, and through the first right-hander he goes into the wall, and that makes me a bit upset. I throw my hands up. That was a bit annoying, and now we're getting almost overtaken by someone behind. We do have a little bit of a gap in front, so let's see if we can catch back up to that guy. He actually goes very wide, and that gives us a chance to overtake him. So now we are first on the track. We do get a blue lamp, but I'm pretty sure I'm the quickest on track. And looking behind me, there is actually no one there. So that was a preemptive blue light because there was someone behind me. After the mistake, we drove away, and now we're just gonna do our own thing, set some hot laps until we catch up to some more traffic. Now actually this kart isn't as great as the kart we had in the previous session. It is a bit lighter on the steering, but it does feel like it is down a little bit on power, so that means we're not as quick, and that might influence our personal best or our best lap time this session. For now we have 12 laps total, and we are already on lap 2, and we can see someone that is in front of us. They are quite a bit away, so I will probably at least get one lap in. That is clean, maybe two, and then we'll catch up to them. This looks good though, and through the left hander here, gripping the steering wheel a little bit differently. Normally you don't do that in karting, but with the heavy steering, the understeer, especially the down ramp, you do actually grab the steering wheel a little bit different, so you can just flick it around that corner. So a weird technique for karting, but it works on this track. And we're now approaching the end of the second lap, our first real clean lap, 42.34, so decent, but still a second away from my personal best. So we're gonna have to catch up some more time, but looking ahead we are now catching up, and it might be nip and tuck as we actually have the first yellow flag of the day. It's a real quick yellow flag. It goes away quite quickly, but that means we do slow down there, and that costs us a bit of lap time, unfortunately, as we see the marshal there on track. So probably someone stuck in one of the hairpins. Only having seen that one yellow flag today as of now is actually quite good. There is quite a few people on track, and normally you get quite a few yellow flags on public sessions. Today was not one of those days, so that is very, very good. Now as we approach the start finish line, we cross it, and we're gonna set a 43.18, so that has cost us about a second, that yellow flag. And although this lap has started well, we're gonna be catching some traffic at the end, and we're trying to push, but I can already see them in front of me. There's gonna be 3 of them. We're gonna be catching them on the down ramp. Let's hope that it's only this one lap that we're gonna have traffic and not the next one as well. So here we go, we're approaching the down ramp, and 2 of them go wide, 1 of them goes through, they hit each other, and then we go through on the inside, the exit of the down ramp. So that's 2 of them overtaken, and then the last one actually goes wide. We can go on the inside there, and that is 3 guys overtaken in the span of like 3 corners. So that is really, really quick, but that does mean our lap time is a 42.48. Not a bad lap, but definitely not the best. And now we're gonna see if we can start pushing the next lap. We're doing quite well, really well on the inside there on the long left hander, but again we see at the exit of the hairpin there's someone in front of us, and we're gonna be catching them through the double hairpin there. They go wide actually on the first part of that hairpin, and we have to brake a little bit more than we want to. Try to do a switchback to go down on the down ramp, but he does stay in front, goes wide, and we hit him in the back, and then we get the shove. That is the part of the intro that you just saw, and now we're catching back up to him again. He still hasn't gone out of the way. He gets a blue lamp, but he's really slow through these final corners, but there's no way through. And again, braking onto the start finish straight, didn't expect that, hit the wall, and he's just ignoring those blue flags, goes up the hill, but actually hits the wall there. He can't quite make it work, but he goes out of the way then finally at the up section and the right hand there. So that took a bit longer than I wanted and has ruined not one but two of my lap, which is a bit unfortunate. He seemed really racy and wanted to keep me behind, I think. And as we go through now, we actually do see the next person already. So let's see if there's a single lap that we can do that is clean, or that we're gonna be catching up to that next guy in the next lap. And of course, if we don't have any clean laps, then the best lap is going to be that 42.34. But we do work on our lines in between catching the traffic, and they are looking better and better. And then through the start finish line, we actually already have caught up to that traffic. They make a mistake on the right hander, hit the wall, and we try to go on the inside, but it doesn't work out. They perfectly hold the middle of the track, and then through the long left hander they go on the outside so we can get past. And now we should probably look for some room for a slower lap and then go for a push lap, make sure we have enough room. But that's not what I do in these public sessions. I just push flat out every lap, and if we catch some traffic, that's unfortunate, but that is how it is. And I try to also work on my overtaking, and these public sessions with people that you don't really know what they're gonna do are definitely good for trying to learn how to overtake and try to do something unexpected that someone doesn't expect. But now we're going on to lap 8 and we're gonna try to set a good lap. We're going to the up ramp, looks good. We are on the inside there, hit the apex as well. The left hander also very much on the inside. This is looking like a great lap. Can we get close to our PB? Another great right hand hairpin there, really close to the apex, carrying now good speed on the straight, close to the apex again through the next two right handers. Hit it a little bit, but not too much on the left hander. We're doing well. We're now going down the down ramp. We go wide as always, have a good speed through there, and again really close to the apex except for the final there. There's a little bit more room, but that's fine. Now the left right flick looks decent across the line. What is this time going to be? It is going to be a 51.54. That is a real quick lap, a clean lap, and the quickest lap we're gonna set this session. And again now some traffic. Let's see where we can overtake them. Actually through the long left hander, they go out of their way because of the blue flag, so that didn't cost us too much time, just maybe a little bit. And that means we're not gonna be improving on this lap, and there might be some more traffic to come as we go through these final 3 laps, including this one. No, actually excluding this one. So here we go through the down ramp. Looks quite good, and we're not making too many mistakes, so still a clean lap here, but it's gonna be quite difficult to improve if you have some traffic. So let's see what this lap time is going to be through the final few corners. And now we're going across the start finish line. It's a 41.9, so still a good lap, and we're pushing now. We don't see anyone in front as of yet, so that might mean a clean lap. Going through the left hander, sticking to the inside there quite well, and the next corner hitting the apex, so this also seems like a decent lap. No traffic to see in front of us, so that's also a good sign. And going through the double hairpin now, hitting it well. We're taking a lot of speed there through it. A little bit of oversteer on the exit though, and through the down ramp we actually hit the apex there for the first time really well without hitting the outside wall, so that's very good. Now someone points us through, so not being held up there, that is great from him. We couldn't give him a thumbs up because we're inside of a corner, but now going across the line, it's a 41.57, so just slightly slower than the last best lap, so a great lap there. And now we're pushing again, and through the left hander, really on the inside there, very well done. One more lap after this one as we are approaching some traffic, but on the straight they do seem quite a bit away, so we might just get a lap in. But through the double hairpin here we are closing up massively, so we are going to have to pass them if we can get a quick lap in through the inside there of the down ramp. We hit the wall on the outside though, so that has slowed us down a little bit, and a mistake there on the right hander hit the steering wheel in frustration, because that was one of the final laps and one of the laps that I didn't really get impacted by traffic, so that is an unfortunate mistake. And now again the last lap, some traffic in front going onto the up ramp there. They are just right in front, and at the exit there they actually do block us a little bit. They get a blue flag, go to the inside though, so we can't get past. Now we can get past the first one on the right hand hairpin, but the guy in front in the orange helmet doesn't realize that the blue flags are also for him, so he's gonna be in the way for a bit longer. Through the hairpin, still close though. He looks behind and actually goes side by side. We try a switchback, but he goes to the inside of the down ramp, so we're gonna apologize for that, for hitting him, and he does let us pass now at the end of the down ramp. Not his fault, although we do get a little bit of a hit in the back there because we were slowed down through those corners, and that is going to be the final lap. We're gonna go across the line here, and we're gonna go on our in lap with a 47.546 seconds slower than our best this session, so definitely quite an impacted lap. And now we're just pushing on our in lap, because like the other heats, I'm still not sure that the heat is over. I will only see it at the down ramp. After that, we'll see that the lights are on to come into the pit lane, and that is going to be the heat. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment what you thought of the driving and how you deal with traffic yourself in these public heats, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.